need to be careful here.
Oh, Cuthbert, stone soldiers hopping in and out like robins on the woodpile. Yeah. Lords and ladies dancing in the dell.
What troubles you, old man?
Please, I beg you. How many are there? I must know.
How many what?
The stones. Every time I count them, the answer is different. First 20, then 21. The fair folk made a madman of me.
Rock cannot appear and disappear. I shall count them.
Run round and round. Pick up your skirts. Still drag your robes through the dirt. Lords and ladies dancing in the dell. Jigging in their shirts and socks to dance me off to hell.
Your stone sentries. I have counted them.
And how many lords and ladies come to dance a jig?
There are 21. I am as sure as I can be.
See? Never the same. Never the same. Please, count them again. You must. To save my wits.
I cannot get the same number twice.
Never the same. Never the same. Cobweb cloaks and magpie hats.
Now there are 26. How can this be?
See? Never the same. Never the same. Please, count them again. You must. To save my wits.
This is madness. They change each time.
Don't close your eyes, or they'll steal the glinting flint, scrabble it away.
I think there are 19.
Ha! They have bewitched you too. Twirl and spin and dance and grin, Pywhack, it comes to bite your shin. Who came crawling from the moor like a fat black rabbit without any legs? I see you, glisten little imp. 27, 21, 23, 24, 22, 22, 22.
I don't know how to help you. It seems as if the stones appear and disappear at will.
You should not stay here. Leave. Leave before they claim you.
The Screamer toy with me, casting his magics in England. That stone, was it here before? Where is my mad friend? Damn this cursed place. It is too quiet here. Where are the brothers, or the abbot's men? I would say well met, brother, but I cannot shake off the needle itch of dread. Is something wrong?
I followed the abbot here, kept him in my sight. But the monks, his servants, I have seen nothing of them.
Dead.
I do not think so. But there is no good here in this grave hush.
And where is the abbot now?
In his quarters. Come, and be on your guard.
Does this have the stench of betrayal to you, brother?
Why would the godly shepherd ally with the heretic?
Kinnebed is a man who craves power and position. With Tedman dead, he must find it somewhere else.
There is truth in that. Keep your eyes and blade sharp.
Cunibert, your guests have arrived. Come. Supper's ready. The dear abbot sent me a warm invitation, said my friends were eager to meet with me. It's early for supper, I know. But Kinnibert's ale goes so well with roasted lamb and cinnamon blueberry peas. I couldn't resist.
Where is my brother?
Is he not here? Mon Dieu, I never told him.
Kill her, and we'll never find Sigurd.
Sit, Ava. Eat. And let me tell you the tale of a man who talks with gods.
You mock me. I have killed for much less.
Of course you have. Isn't that the way of this ugly world? We cull the sheep and thin the flock as we see fit, you and I. Most who walk the earth are little more than talking blood bladders, wasted flesh. But not Sigurd. Sigurd is something else. Sigurd has been touched. He is deified. The gods, they speak through him.
You lured him in with that lie. Your words are bile and blight.
You should have listened, Ava. I tried to tell you. The gods are real and their power is within our grasp. You will never find him. Not till I have had my fill. To old friends. This really is delicious, Cunibert. Is it cloves I taste? Well, that concludes supper. Kill them, and bring their bodies to my sanctum in Canterbury.
They will be upon us soon. Maybe there is another way out.
Fulke let slip that her sanctum is at Canterbury.
She did. And with no cause. I'd approach the place with caution. It may be a lie.
It may be, but it's the only lead we have.
I hope all this innocent sacrifice is worth the trouble.
It's Sigurd, my brother. Of course it is.
Then come, let us dive into the maw of death. I was never keen on seeing my winter years. This will not be for nothing, Eivor. We will find Sigurd.
It's not just him. I want Fulke to suffer. Let's go hooded here.
This place swarms with Fulke's people. Sigurd will be well guarded. Caution and subtlety should be our path.
Ready? Follow me.
This is a trap. Why would Fulke give us her sanctum?
She baits us, cocksure and arrogant. But she cannot see failure in her path.
Her fearful wit would say otherwise. Whatever we find, keep your head.
You chastise me like a child, Basim.
I guard you like a father. Nothing is served with your brutal end. You have much to do in this life. I know it.
More riddles, sly tongue.
No riddles. I sense a greatness within you both. Your destiny is not to stain the stones of this godhouse with your blood.
To arms, Basim!
So we are to blunder in like an ox?
She's still here.
Lucky me. Was looking for you. I have some contracts if you don't mind getting your hands dirty.
If she's still here, I'll burn this Christ house to the ground. Go, my eyes. Hey! Come here! This must be the way to Fulke's sanctum.
Then let us go.
This is the place. It's riddled with the stench of her. Help me, Basim. Sigurd is within. Fulke! I'm here! Face me!
Have a care, Eivor. You will play into our hands.
What does it mean? These word tangles that speak of elves and demons. Details on the Order of the Ancients. Fulke ranks high among them, but is not their head. By Odin, this is a sick tapestry she wove. For every drop of his blood she spilled, I will take a mead horn more. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene. The plans to the great fortress in Wessex. Is there something here we can use to breach it?
What is it?
Tell me that you found something. Anything we can use.
I may have. A fortress in Sussex. The Order trained soldiers there.
We must be sure. Sigurd is running out of time. Anything else?
Documents of interest to the Hidden Ones. Hythen will surely want to look. But for Sigurd, Porchester is our only lead. If he is in Porchester Castle, we'll need a massive army to crack its walls.
I have many friends in England now. If I call on them, they will come.
They will.
Basim, she severed his arm clean off. Can a man survive such a loss?
Physically, he can. Mentally, it's hard to say. So much stress can drive a man to despair.
If you suggest he might take his own life as Tedman did, banish that idea. I must tell my people at the settlement that their Jarl remains a captive. They will not take it well.
We will not fail again, Eivor. I'll scout ahead and send word to the settlement when I know more of Porchester. Be ready.
Complexiones, Agnus Dei, Totiteriat in multis super frontis vivorium, bletus dejectus sit, et multae benedicient. Et dixa ad eo, et dominus noster, et quia ita est. Quod est trebent occasini in estorium pabulum, the fraction de passion.
If they see me, this will get messy.
We have each other's backs. Good.
Give me a hand!
This last sawdom is here. Hey, Taras! Lula! Help!
Ga!
Viras edestin en afram! Help!
Sweetly! On way!
What's the fuss? Hey, Taras! Lula!
Look at this little horde.
Give me a hand over here!
Hey, Taras! Lula!
Hey! Come here a moment!
En afram! Viras edestin en afram!
Good loot here.
Come! Help me with this!
Viras edestin en afram! Lula!
Help me out here!
Loot! Over here!
Need to row our way.
Run up the sail! Let's sail! We'll share a tail. Sail up!
Here's a tale to tickle your sides. Winter before, I was drinking in Stavanger with some companions. With us in the mead hall were men of Bard Jarl's clan, one of which was a poet named Halli, called sarcastically by most. 7 ale horns into his night, Halli stood upon his table and called across the room to another man, a skald named Tjodolf. Tjodolf, he yelled, I can compose a more beautiful poem with my belching than you could with your tongue and fine words. The room laughed. Tjodolf loudest of all. I accept your challenge, sarcastic Halli, he shouted. Allow me to begin. Tjodolf then spoke this verse. Sad Halli drowns in horns of hubris, squeaking like a stoat, yet proudly way the pup calls it poetry. The room laughed again, with Holly joining in. Then, Holly tripped across the room and opened his mouth to speak his verse. From his throat erupted a jet of vomit into Trudolf's face. His only composition that night, of which he seemed most proud.
Full sail! Ready, bows!
Mornaður okkar kem aftur.
Sail! Catch the wind! Strike up a tune. We need an epic tale.
Unar the Ugly was an excellent sailor who could pilot a longship entirely on his own. This is why King Sigvaldi kept him around. In all other matters, Unar was a cruel, anxious, and humorless man. He was one of the most unlikable people I have ever known. One year, I recall we had invited some Carls from the Yngling clan to dine with us. As we were serving ale, we came to find that we had none left. It so happened that the ale had run out just before reaching Unar's hall. This raised in him a word storm, and he accused Sigvaldi of treachery. Every man in the Longhouse jeered at Unar for raising such a fuss. This made Unar angrier than before, and he stormed out. A short time later, we heard him yelling through the door of the hall. I set this scorn pall upon the men of Yngling for their dishonor! He looked outside, so that Unar...
Continue later. Let the sail out! Run up the hill! Let's have a song.
If you
You Salskjolds got a story.
11 winters old, I was the youngest, my favorite cousins. A wild and rowdy bunch of boys and girls. Together with our parents, we attended a feast at the home of Halfdan the Black of the House of Yngling. To toughen our patience, our parents set us with the old woman, who ordered us to bake flatbreads and serve it to the noble jarls. After an hour, the flatbreads piled so high into pillars, you could have built a roof over it, called it a longhouse. When our work was done, an older boy, Guthrod, suggested we steal a keg of mead, drown in happiness for our good work. So Guthrod, Mikkel and Åsa snuck into the storeroom.
We'll pick up from there. Sing us a song. Is there a sea skull among you?
Shining. There was a woman called Nal who came by ship to Hornburg and heralded, demanding to meet King Sigvaldi, Styrbjorn's father. Nal was from Gautland. She was tall and rugged and strong, and everyone who walked near her said she smelled of men's blood. When her message was sent to our king...
Hush now. I should talk to Hytham about my next targets. You're a good boy.
Good day to you, Eivor.
I cleared Winchester of the Order. Yet to do so meant working with King Alfred.
Your poor fellow soldier led you to the King of Wessex? How very strange. He, or she, is toying with you, it seems.
Here. This marks fewer members of the Order.
One more gone. The world is brighter for it. As a token of my deep gratitude, I want you to have this. Thank you. I expect there are yet more to claim.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
Where is he? Where is Sigurd?
He's alive.
But not with you. Where is he?
Dag, not now. I need to speak with Randvi.
You never found him, did you? Tell us, Eivor. We deserve the truth.
I need to speak with Randvi. Step aside, now.
You never found him, because you didn't look. I see you, Eivor. I know what you are.
Eivor, you come alone. I fear what that means for Sigurd. I could not find him. That madwoman Folke, she slipped away. Took him to Sussex. We need an army. Call on our alliances. Remind them of their oath to me. We must act before... Before what, Eivor? She tortured him, Randvi. Did unspeakable things. Severed his arm and left it as a gift. I fear she means to kill him. Slowly. Gods.
Stop there, Wolf-Kissed. This ends now.
Dag, turn around and walk away.
Your habits are not my own, Eivor. I do not flee responsibility for the sake of my glory. I stand firm with my people. For many months, I have stood at your side, keeping faith in Sigurd's judgment, because I believed in him and his vision. Do as Eivor commands, he told me. And I have. Against my better judgment, I did as you have asked me. And where has that left us? Without a Jarl? Without a purpose? Watching you chase glory around this land like a spooked hare!
You could have come to me in confidence, Dag, but that offer is gone.
I have no need of it! My mind is fixed. Hear me all! I challenge Eivor for the leadership of this clan until Sigurd is safe home!
Walk away, Dag.
No! We fight to the death!
You spew nonsense, Dag. This is absurd.
Enough! Let the circle be made! I'll burn you like a suckling pig!
I do not want to do this. Walk away.
What's the matter, Eivor? Are you scared?
I would grant you exile. Leave this place, but go with your life.
Spare me your pity and fight!
So be it. You leave me no choice.
Eivor, you...
If I had any pity, I would not lavish it on this poor fool.
He forced my hand.
Yes, and the cost of disrespect is death. You said it yourself. All he demanded, you gave him. That should be enough. I have no need for one so fragile in my hall of heroes.
He fought for what he believed in. Does that not count for something?
Does it? You killed him all the same. What is the true cost of disrespect? The choice lies with you.
We should not have come to this, old friend. But you gave no quarter in life. You received none in death. Go to your homes. I will lay him to rest. Go to your homes! Dag accused me of betrayal. He accused me of breaking my oath. And this is the answer I gave him. Now you will hear the truth unvarnished. None more than me wishes for Sigurd's safe return. You know this. You know this. All of you! And I will burn the fields, and dredge the rivers of Wessex to find him. That is my oath! That is my oath. I will find Sigurd. You will not be without your Jarl. This I promise. You lived as you died, proud and defiant. I cannot begrudge you for that. Wherever you now roam, I wish you well. I'm sorry that such a fire grew between us.
I don't know how to draw without your hand to guide me.
We think of you often, Dag. I do hope Sigurd knows how much he meant to you. We are beyond the time of telling such things now. Wherever you are, may your axe protect you. Wherever you are, may your axe protect you. Tovi.
Eivor, it's Sven. He passed while I was away.
Tovi, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No one was. We had planned to brand Tekla's barrels that morning, and we talked about what we might have for supper. And when I went to collect him, he was in his bed, sleeping, I thought. But he was already gone.
I'm sure he went in peace.
But he went with plans. Things he wanted to do, things he meant to do. His death was so empty, not like in our stories. When we tell stories, the old and wise, they have this calm about them. They know when their end has come and they're ready. Sven wasn't ready, and I wasn't ready either. He was supposed to teach me things. I'm still learning. Everyone looks at me like I will simply carry on his work, as if nothing happened. Because they don't know. They don't know I'm not ready.
Life may ask more of us than we are prepared to give. But all we can do is our best. I was not prepared to lose my parents. But in a flash, they were taken from me. I pressed on, determined to live.
That must have been punishing. But you are so strong, and so determined.
Someone else might have done better than me, or worse. This was the fate woven for me, so I live it. I know Sven believed in you, in your craft. So do you believe in him? Do you trust him?
He was the most skilled artist I have ever known.
And he chose you. You may step up or step down, whatever you decide. But know that he had faith in you.
Thank you, Eivor. I need to get home.
Be strong, Tovi. And know that you're valued. When I close my eyes, Sven, I see the signs on the arms of gods. I am sorry I was not here to see you off, old friend. You have taught Tovi well. Through her you live on. I am sorry I was not here to see you off, old friend.
dust.
A message has come.
Eivor. How do you feel, Eivor?
I would rather not talk about it.
I understand.
I want to see the Alliance map. My mind is fixed on Sussex. Basim and I have a chance to save Sigurd. But we will need an army.
That is for you to decide. The more alliances you have, the better your chances at victory.
I will go now, and I will bring Sigurd back with me. That is a promise.
Good. I will send word to our allies at once. Meet with Basim when you can. He should be in Croydon by now.
These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment. Man your oars. You must row in these waters. Sing, my ravens. Let's hear a story.
In the early days of the feud between Kjotve the Cruel and the Raven clan, there was a mad berserker called Kiar Ro. Kiar had pledged his battle fury to no king or jarl, and would give his oath only once each winter, for reasons nobody could fathom. One year, Kiar's sister Thora was married to Kjotve's brother Alrek, and soon Kiar was often seen in the company of that clan. But soon after, word came to Kiar that Alrek had abused his sister. When he asked Thora about this, she told him, "It is true." So Kiar invited Alrek on a hunting expedition. When they were away, Kiar slew Alrek and pulled off one of his arms. When he returned to camp, Kjotve asked where his brother was. Kiar shook his head and held out his hand, in which was an arm ring. "Your brother bid me give you this ring, Kjotve." Confused, Kjotve took the ring, and with it came the entire bloody arm. "Your brother pledged his oath to Hel herself," Kiar laughed. Then he turned and departed. He was never seen in those parts again.
Let's have a song. We need an epic tale.
A story from my youth. This one has no lesson to be learned or message to be gleaned. Often my father liked to take me on hunts in the forested lands east of Avaldsnes. I loved these solitary times with him. I had never felt a beast myself, and my father thought that this upset me. I was only a boy, but I had dreams of being a man. So one winter, my father asked me to perform a bargaining ritual
Bring
with
the
Goddess
mask
Skadi
down!
to improve his bow skill and snow sight. With glee warming my heart, I cut a hair and sacrificed it to the goddess, asking in exchange of skill and sight from my
Raise the
father.
mask!
When the ritual was done, my father and I set off into the forest. We hunted all day until night fell, and we slew no game. That night, around the fire, I was sullen. My sacrifice had not been heeded, yet seeing my sad face, my father only smiled. Had you been hunting, he said, you would have killed 6 fine deer. For Skadi hears only those who speak to her.
Sail out!
Look there! Priest to pillage!
Strike up a tune. Let's hear a story.
During my 19th winter, King Styrbjorn ordered the construction of a new longhouse. A splendid hall you now see at Fornburg. To build this longhouse, he employed the help of 20 men. I was among them, as was Frani, the strongest and stoutest man I had ever seen. He set about felling trees and hewing wood for timber.
Take the mast down.
Dropping 41 trees in only 2 days. On the 3rd day, a spindly man called Nar was near upon felling his first tree. He had hacked it all the way around like some mad animal. When the tree fell, he did so in a direction he had not wished.
Let the sail out!
Straight down upon Fradi. Nar called out, but it was too late. Fradi had only enough time to turn and face the doom bearing down upon him. With that, he raised his arms to embrace the timber hammer. The force of the trees falling drove Fradi deep into the snowbank, yet his arms never let go. He held that angry trunk as a lover. Like hounds, we scooped at the snow to reach him. We found Fradi 10 feet down, alive but in pain, still bearing the tree upon his shoulder.
Sing, my ravens. We'll share a tale.
Some years ago, I took to sea with a sword dancer called Aed. A brooding warrior with a face of stone and oak-hard arms. On a raid in Korland, we shored up along the edge of a forest and explored until we came to People Pots, a large farm. It was night, and all were asleep. So we set about plundering the place in the quiet of eve, taking sheep and goats as we pleased. It was then that Egil saw a farmhand and pressed the boy for the family's hidden silver. The farmhand squawked like a crow. Being hid beneath an anvil at the smith's forge, the silver was no trouble to lift. In secret, we took it and the boy back to the ship. It was then that Egil grew sad, for when the farmers woke with the crack of day, they would know they had been robbed. not by whom. Hale ordered 3 of us to follow him back to the sleep-hushed hamlet. As we
Save it for later.
Calm down.
The breadbasket of Wessex, land of plenty.
Eivor does not show soon, I am packing up and riding home.
Shut your blowhole, brother. You want me to tell Halfdan how easily you break an oath?
Oh, brother. Did you forget she has Halfdan Jarls here? Stop talking if you know what's good for you.
Eivor, my second favorite Norse.
Must we always drift together on such violent tides?
That is the way of things. Yet the meeting of friends is a glimmer of light in these dark days.
Ever the optimist, though. It's good to see you both.
I brought no pleasant words, only my blade. Let's see which proves more useful.
Luvina, once again we battle side by side.
Greetings from the north, old friend.
And how is your?
Still griping about the mess we made of Jorvik's council. But grateful for the help. To be honest, I think he's upset he didn't see the problem sooner. His pride is slow to heal.
Thank you for heeding my call, friend. Sigurd will be grateful when he hears you have come.
For your brother, I would upturn every rock in England.
Eivor, you giant steaming bowl of elk piss. King Oswald sends his regards.
Brothir, brother. Or is it the other way around?
It's, good to see you, Eivor. Oh, stop mewing like a heartsick kitten. He's been moping since the wedding.
There'll be time later to reminisce. Are you madmen ready to spill some blood?
After that bastard Red, some nice soft Saxons will make easy meat for my blade.
You wouldn't be the first man to fall asleep on watch, but you would be the loudest.
I did not mean to fail you, Guthrum Jarl. It was only for a moment. I was so tired.
As are we all, boy. We marched hard to get here. Still, let's not disappoint me again. You hear?
My Jarl, I'm sorry.
You must be Eivor. I've heard much of you, young one. They say you're something. We'll see.
I am Eivor of the Raven Clan. I have carved a furrow through this teeming land, and the skulls sing loud of my deeds.
Those who boast have something to prove. The great have no need for it.
Eivor hopes to rescue Sigurd from the madwoman Fulke, now ensconced in Porchester Fortress. If you wish to crown yourself King of Wessex, Porchester must fall. An alliance here serves us both.
You promised a great army, but you couldn't breach a Krone's garden with what you have assembled here.
This is not the sum of my forces. Where are the rest?
Your allies are on their way. We must be patient.
We cannot wait for them. We march as soon as we are able.
With these numbers, are you keen to see Valhalla today?
I'll not sit on my heels while Sigurd rots in that she-dog's care.
We might muster for an attack in the woods east of Porchester. But there are scouts between there and here.
Scouts I can manage. Point me at them and I will blind Fulke's eyes.
One walks the road between Briggsworth and Chichester. Another on the riverbank, north of Crowley. A third keeps watch on the hills south of Croendene. But I warn you, these are all we know of. There may be more.
A risk we must take. I will find the scouts. You move the men into position near Porchester.
That is a rash gamble, Ravenfield. If we are spotted, we will be vulnerable.
If you want victory, come now or not at all. Every hour we waste could be Sigurd's last.
You had better be all they promised.
That snake, Fulke, hides behind walls of stone. But Eivor will drag...
Don't wander!
As I was saying, that snake, Fulke, hides behind walls of stone. But Eivor will drag her out. Still got a soft spot for her, don't you, brother?
Him and Eivor? Lower your aim, friend. You'll have better luck.
What's the meaning of this?
Trolls, cursed creature. So... Not me here to beat the settlement for months. I feel great. Show me.
Focus scout. Right where Basim said. Orders from Fulke. I should show this to Basim once I've dealt with the others.
Yeah.
They said there would be a scout on this hill. Survey the area. I smell blood on the air. Death is close. Did someone find the scout before me? Slain by wolves. My work has been done for me. Shouldn't be seen. Better be hooded.
We reeve!
you're going.
Give me a hand with this!
Going to smash you! We bring Christ's mercy!
Hey! Can't do this alone!
Good plunder here!
Help me out here!
I smell silver here!
Give me a hand over here!
Flay off! Or the Wiswelder!
Come! Help me with this!
Plunder here for the taking!
Give me a hand! Hey! Come here a moment!
Now this is worth taking!
Aid me. Be my eyes.
There, scout. Seen to the scouts. Basim and Guthrum will be waiting.
Out! Damn you!
Seen to the scouts. Basim and Guthrum will be waiting in the woods east of Porchester. Sunan, guide me.
Not you. Why is that?
Stared into as many dead eyes as I have. It's hard to see anything but emptiness. In the end, we are...
The scouts are dead, and you're safely encamped. I told you this would work.
Time will tell.
Any eye that saw you has been dimmed by death.
You are not short on confidence. That much is clear.
I found something of interest on one of the scouts. Fulke has news of Croydon's fall. She's gathering men and supplies, perhaps to weather a siege.
If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, it might be months before we can get Sigurd out.
Do you still say I am reckless in my haste, Guthrum?
Saxons! Saxons from the west!
I say your haste has put us squarely in the shit.
Fulke was forewarned. There must have been more scouts than we knew of.
What's done is done. Save your breath for the fight. They're giving ground! Push them back!
dogs! Back to Porchester!
They flee like rabbits.
Then we chase them like hounds. That ugly bastard's head is mine! Not if I get there first, slow-ass!
Leave him! The day's already won! No! Death has found you, Saxon!
You'll join your... You bear your false deities like a plague to this land. But you know nothing of those who truly decide our fate.
I decide your fate today, Saxon.
I am ready for my final journey. Let me see what lies beyond.
When you see your god, tell him I sent you.
He is dead, Eivor. No breath within him. Gods, I've never seen the raucous bastard so quiet.
You are wounded, brother. Let me bear your brother to the camp.
He was always quicker than me. Beat me out of the womb by mere moments. Now he has beat me to Valhalla. Even in death, he had to be first.
This crow feast is my doing.
No blame stains you, Eivor. He cut his own path. He always did. For him, there's no more strife and pain. Only glorious battle and the forever feast.
Reckless stripling! I warned you the risk was too great!
Peace, Guthrum. It is Fulke who merits your wrath, not Eivor.
You have not seen the half of my wrath. How many of my men now lie dead on account of this glory hoarder?
You knew the danger as well as I did, Guthrum. You saw opportunity, and you took it.
Indeed. The fault is none but mine for putting my trust in you.
What happened here? Uba, Soma, you come at a black hour.
And too late to bloody our blades. Most a pity.
I hope to take Porchester with this one, but Folk is forewarned now. I have no more appetite for this. I will go west.
Go then. But know you leave me in a time of need.
What you need is to swallow your pride, raven feeder. Listen to wiser heads than yours.
Eivor?
I am no errand child to be talked down to by my elders.
No. You are supposed to be a leader. So listen now. You want your Jarl back? You must be cold as frost. Bravery is your enemy as often as your friend. We do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift, gather your allies, pick your moment. Then, and only then, you crush them. You can triumph yet. Go with the wisdom of Odin, the power of Thor, the wit of Freya. Go and find your brother.
Guthrum spoke in anger, but there is wisdom in what he says.
I do not need him to tell me when I've made a mistake. Brothia lies dead on my account.
I am glad to hear it. The unexamined life is not worth living.
We will wait for our allies before the final attack. Until then, we have work to do. First, we need a new camp. The Saxons think we have retreated, but we will draw even closer. Here.
Arrive unexpected.
Erke, Stove, Juvena, right there ahead of me. Together, we will bring them down.
It brings me no pleasure to fight my own people, but a debt is a debt.
Besides, they're men of Wessex, Alfred's folk, no brothers of yours.
We will set off immediately. Together we will fall upon them as Thor's hammer.
After that, we should strike at Fulke's supplies all across Sussex.
Yes. If she is allowed to dig in at Portchester, we will lose our chance to rescue Sigurd.
The letter I found on the scout mentioned Bridgeworth, Guildeford, and Crowley.
They produce weapons in Crowley, food in Guildeford. Bridgeworth is a stronghold. Many Saxon swords there.
Count on us.
I will go to Bridgeworth and take a measure of things there.
Good. I'll join you after I've dealt with the Saxon camp.
A lion's heart and a crow's cunning. Guthrum judged you too swiftly.
We have work to do. Let's be about it.
Soma and Uba, I apologize. I would have liked to offer a better welcome after your long journey.
I'm only sorry we could not be here sooner.
We'll need a short while to organize the men. Then we'll set off as soon as we're able.
Now here's a welcome face. Soma. How fares Grendebridge?
We thrive, just as we did our first year. And I have you to thank for that.
The risk I took was far less than you're taking now. I thank you for heeding my call.
An oath is an oath, Eivor. Silver-gilded and ironclad.
Uber Regnesson. It puts me at ease to see you here. Welcome.
Eivor Wolfkiss tempts me with a swipe at Wessex. Who am I to resist?
Here we might finish the work your father began a decade back. Are you ready?
More than ready. I am hungry.
What I would give to be there when he appears in Odin's hall. Old One-Eye will have his hands full. I cannot let my brother lie forgotten in unknown soil. I must take him home. Bury him with what finery I can muster.
I understand. May Freya watch your way, brother. Until we meet again.
Aye. Until then.
We could have handled this in a more civil manner!
Too late for that.
Die now!
The camp is ours!
That wasn't so hard, was it, Snow?
Even one man's death is too many.
Now I must see about destroying Fulke's supplies.
How will we ever share this land if we kill one another so readily?
The weak fall beneath the strong. It has always been so.
No. There is more to this world than that. There has to be.
Guildeford is a town of farmers and grain silos. Uber will be nearby.
All is ready?
We're a town of farmers and shepherds. This place bristles with swords. One of them is a Thane by his dress. Serious man with him too. Went into the longhouse.
If we take care, we might avoid drawing the Thane's attention while we burn the grain silos.
Was that a jest? Bring them on! Been too long since I met a Saxon warrior worth half a shit. Work with me!
They spotted us.
Dragonian! I'm sick of skulking around. Now, where's the big man?
I've got this!
Not be miliani. Tu serĉas antagoniston.
working up a sweat.
There'll be Saxons enough to test you in Porchester.
I will hold you to that. See you in the camp.
smush you!
I once knew a man, cleaned all the rats in London. He took his time. They loved him, and he loved them. They lived freely. They came to see him for a scrub. Rats have a certain freedom, but they feed on shit. It's a coward's freedom. A Valhalla for the vanquished.
Soma, what is happening here?
Bandits, taking advantage of the disorder in Sussex to fill their pockets. Odin smiles on us today.
Let us make sure this place is burned to the ground. Fulke will get no more weapons from here.
We could charge in while they are distracted, but it would be safer to use fire arrows.
We strike hard. No better time than now.
Lead and I will follow. Move in! We take the fight to the enemy!
Best not to draw attention here. I'm coming. Burn this town to the ground!
We watch it!
Fulke's men will have to fight with twigs! Forges have been destroyed. No more weapons will be made here.
Well fought, Eivor.
Squash this bug! You're mine!
Won't be gentle if they spot me.
much worth. The forest of Saxon swords awaits within those walls of stone. I should consult with Basim. He will be nearby.
What have you discovered?
Bridge were swarms with guards, reinforced from the river. Word is that two of Fulke's finest oversee such matters.
We should kill these leaders and burn their ships. Crippled and put to panic, their men will be in no place to join Fulke at Porchester.
Frightened men look to their own interests. A good plan.
I should be cautious around here.
There is Voodoo. Hang on!
Stretch your wings, Sunan. No moment's peace.
Now what? Stop there, you!
Cast about this land, my friend.
This place is heavily guarded.
Huh? Could be in the hay. Come here, rest, Brett onto foot. Back here. You're mine!
The underside must be barred.
Flank the idiots! Checkmate! Hit you!
One down, one to go. The other should be somewhere in the keep.
On my way.
Show me what lies ahead.
We burn them to the waterline.
I am with you.
Too hot! Stretch your wings, Sunan.
I should return to our camp.
Eivor has returned! Hail!
Ever my staunch ally, Lufina. Are your men ready?
They are. Bows strung and arrows fletched. We will harry the enemy from the flanks to keep them off your back. They will not have a moment's peace from us.
I know I can count on you, Lufina.
What are friends for?
Eivor has returned! Hail, Wolf-Kissed!
And so violence begets violence.
An eye for an eye, as the good book says. But soon we will all be blind.
Not quite. Whoever makes the last strike should still have one eye left.
In the Street of the Blind, the one-eyed man is called the Guiding Light.
Does that holy tome of yours have a quote for everything?
Eivor, forgive me. I have slain too many of my own people already. Cannot kill more. I must return to London.
And you, Erke, do you feel the same?
Someone has to keep an eye on him in the big city. He would only get himself killed otherwise.
We took this camp together, so I'll ask no more of you. Return home, and let your friendship be a beacon to all peoples.
Godspeed, Eivor. I pray you come back safe.
So my Jarlskona. You seem grave.
I'm thinking on the battle to come. Every conflict has a cost. I wonder who will pay this time.
We are no strangers to loss, you and I.
The ache of absent souls is a wound that never heals. But we may yet return your brother to your side. There is that.
Fulke and her men will bear the cost today, not us.
I wish I were as sure of it as you.
Uba, any advice before we begin?
Advice? You need none of that now. You stand in no one's shadow, Eivor.
Lofty praise from the son of Ragnar Lothbrok.
It may be that one day our paths lead us to doom, Eivor. But at least we can say the footprints we left were our own.
Bishop Deolov. Strange to see a man of God on the battle lines.
It may surprise you, but I was no stranger to horse and hunt in my younger days.
It is Saxons we fight this day, Deolov. Not Britons, and not in Mercia.
It is Fulke I fight. A false Christian preaching a corruption of God's word. If I can assist in her downfall, I will.
Then you are welcome here, friend.
You are quite the agent of chaos. Fulke's men are chasing their tails, not knowing where you will strike next.
Porchester has neither the supplies nor the forces to keep us out now.
And you have bought time for your allies to arrive. Many have come, not least the bishop here.
As I promised. As the keeper of God's word, it would be poor form if I did not keep my own.
Now, if the talking is done, there's blood to be spilled.
Eivor, dark news. We found a letter on one of the dead. Fulke has called for aid.
Reinforcements.
A Saxon army marches from Winchester.
Then my men and I will ride to meet them. We will harry them every step of the way to buy you time.
We may begin the assault at once, or you might wish to speak with your allies, if you've not done so already.
Warm words do thaw the chill of battle fear.
We march. When the sun sets on this day, Sigurd will be returned to us, and Fulke's head will be on a spike.
Let us begin.
Eivor! Did you enjoy the gift I left you in Canterbury?
You will die today, Fulke! But your men may live if you come here to me and settle this alone!
We have nothing to settle. Die on these walls if you will. It is your choice.
No wall is high enough to keep me from you.
Then come! Claim your brother if you can. I shall wait with him. If you would find us, you need only follow his screams.
Fulke! What will the skulls say when they speak of this day? They will say we unleashed such rampant slaughter, that Odin himself stirred on his throne to watch. They will say that ravens blackened the sky, to feast on Saxon dead. So raise your swords with me now, brothers and sisters, for today is the day we carve our names into legend! I'm coming for you, brother.
So many battles and so few scores, Basim. What's your secret?
I don't get hit.
Aha! The simplest strategies are the best.
Clear the way! Let's take down that palisade!
Face us, Fulke! Your cowardice betrays you!
Ravens, prepare your flesh!
Another palisade! We have to knock it down! Let's hit them hard! Take cover!
Their spines out, spill their guts!
Break open that gate! Watch out for the oil! Courage, men! Let the ravens gorge on Saxon!
I will die with an axe in my fist.
Look out!
our wits about us.
You will not break me, Saxon shit boy!
Sigurd was here once, but no longer. Where has Folke taken him? Is this Sigurd's blood?
Still fresh.
Sigurd! Every instant of your torment, Folke will suffer tenfold. The church! Folke must have taken him there. Come on, Basim!
Face us, Folke! Watch my hand! This betrays
door will need the strength of two!
Some help?
Fool K!
I have done all I could to help him, Ava. The rest is up to you.
No! No! Brother! I'm here for you. I have you.
Let me stay with him. You deal with Fulke.
I'll come back for you. I promise. You cower for me, Fulke, like a rat in the dark.
We're all in the dark, Ava. It is the search for the light that brings us closer to the gods.
Save your babble. Death is our language now.
You fight beneath the banner of ignorance, Ava. I could pull back the curtain for you, give you a glimpse of what lies beyond.
I need nothing from you. This ends here.
A pity to kill one with such potential.
Where your fine words?
You are more like Sigurd than you know. Do you not wonder, Eivor, at the things I have learned?
Every word you say is madness.
Sigurd is an ancient one, an archer, Nephilim, Isu, call him what you will. He is reborn.
He's my brother and my Jarl, and you're mindsick.
He is everything we should hope to be.
You can't run from me forever! Nobody touch her. She is mine.
You are too late, Eivor. I have opened your brother's mind to the truth. That is my victory. And you will go with me to the grave.
She has saved your brother!
Animals we are. Spit and vomit. Shit and soul. Sigurd is so much more. I gave him that understanding. That gift.
You gave him pain!
Yes! To awaken him! All that power, all that potential locked away. was necessary to free him. Behold this terrible beauty! The beauty of the devil.
Hers was the great work, the highest achievement of humankind. Now you, Eivor, you must carry it forward.
Sigurd!
Let me walk.
Sigurd.
Eivor. I will fight. As a thresher through a field of wheat, mad one.
What has she done to you?
Eivor! We delayed them as long as we could.
Reinforcements from Winchester have come.
Get Sigurd to a boat. I will hold them off till you're safely away.
Fight well, Eivor. Find us at the settlement when you can.
Archers! To the walls!
Don't think you are.
Stand up, Uba. Don't turn the tide.
Stay strong! Victory is close at hand!
Keep your wits about you, Soma. Don't get careless now. Never. One last effort. Drive them back.
Fight for, we're not done yet.
Do not falter now. Is that the last of them?
We have beaten them back for now, but without Guthrum's army, we do not have the numbers to hold this fort.
We found Sigurd. That is what matters.
Guthrum was hasty in his judgment, Eivor. You are fit to stand with the best of us. Go to your brother. The words of one beloved will heal him faster than herbs. I will see to matters here.
May the gods guide you, Uba, until we meet again. There's one more thing.
What are you doing still talking to me? Enough goodbyes. Go to Sigurd.
Yes. Be well, Uba. How did you like the taste of battle?
That was exhilarating. Reminds me of my younger days.
Had you not delayed those reinforcements, we might never have succeeded. You are brave for a priest.
Do not underestimate the faithful. We give our lives to a god we cannot see or touch. There is no greater bravery than that.
So, Mayalskona, it seems we have won.
A great victory. Not even these walls could stand against us.
This land will be ours in time. What now for you?
Uba and I will go west, driving the Saxons before us. Alfred will not hold the crown much longer.
I hope one day to see you both there.
I would like that.
Zuvina, I'm glad to see you made it through.
Be proud, Eivor. You found Sigurd, against the odds.
I found his shadow. But I must hope that the scars Fulke has inflicted on his mind will heal.
Sigurd is strong. It will take more than pain to break him.
You did not see him, Luvina. There was an emptiness in his eyes.
I am sorry to hear that. Let us hope for the best.
You look pleased with yourself.
Smell that air. Smells like victory.
Smells like blood and brains and the soiled underclothes of dead men.
Aye. Isn't that what victory smells like?
Perhaps to you, our stick. I'll take roasting meat, warm meat, and a fire.
Ah, you always were soft. Get on with you.
Run up the stairs! Sing, my ravens. Let's hear a story.
When I was 11 winters old, I was the youngest of my favorite cousins. A wild and rowdy bunch of boys and girls. Together with our parents, we attended a feast at the home of Halfdan the Black of the House of Yngling. To toughen our patience, our parents set us with the old woman, who ordered us to bake flatbreads and serve it to the noble jarl. After an hour, the flatbreads piled so high into pillars, you could have built a roof over it and called it a longhouse. When our work was done, an older boy, Guthrod, suggested we steal a keg of mead and drown in happiness for our good work. So Guthrod, Mikkel and Åsa snuck into the storeroom and stole the barrel as I stood watch. But when we were spotted, I froze. 3 of Harald's men stopped us. They struck Guthrod and Mikkel and pushed Åsa to the ground. Whose idea was this? They asked. I stood and said, the idea was mine. The meat is for me. One of the men eyed me and said only, that is not true. Then, they moved on. Look there! Grease to pillage!
Drop the sail! More sail! Let's have a song. We'll share a tale.
In the early days of the feud between Kjotve the crew and the Raven clan, there was a mad berserker called Kjar Robo. Kjar had pledged his battle fury to no king or jarl, and would give his oath only once each winter, for reasons nobody could fathom. One year, Kjar's sister Thora was married to Kjotve's brother Alrik, and soon Kjar was often seen in the company of that clan. But soon after, word came to Kjar that Alrik had abused his sister. When he asked Thora about this, she told him, it is true. So Kjar invited Alrik on a hunting expedition. When they were away, Kjar slew Alrik and pulled off one of his arms. When he returned to camp, Kjotve asked where his brother was. Kjar shook his head and held out his hand, in which was an arm ring. Your brother bid me give you this ring, Kjotve. Confused, Kjotve took the ring, and with it came the entire bloody arm. Your brother pledged his oath to Hel herself, Kjar laughed. Then he turned and departed. He was never seen in those parts again.
Gods here are vigilant.
Strike up a tune. Is there a sea skull among you?
I know a crazed man about my age called Roku.
Take... Sing us a song. We need an epic tale.
Here's a tale to tickle your sides. The winter before, I was drinking in Stavanger with some companions. With us in the mead hall were men of Bob Jarl's clan, one of which was a poet named Halli, called Sarcastic Halli by most. 7 ale horns into his night, Halli stood upon his table and called across the room to another man, a skald named Chodolf. Chodolf!
See you later. All right, back to the story.
Chodolf! He yelled.
Sail!
I can compose a more beautiful poem with my belching than you could with your tongue and fine words.
Hush now. Sing, my ravens. You Salskulls got a story.
Ooh, not a deal.
We'll pick up from there. Strike up a tune. We need an epic tale.
In my youth, I remember hearing the story of Calda, a fierce young woman whose father forbade her from swordplay and raids. Calda had skills.
Save it for later. Where were you?
Calda had skills to
We'll share a tale.
During my 19th winter, King Styrbjorn ordered the construction of a new longhouse. The splendid hall you now see at Thornburg. To build this longhouse, he employed the help of 20 men. I was among them, as was Fradi, the strongest and stoutest man I had ever seen. We set about felling trees and hewing wood for timber. Fradi was the fastest of us, dropping 41 trees in only 2 days. On the 3rd day, a spindly man called Nar was near upon felling his first tree.
Hold on, good scout. Were you at the good part yet?
On the 3rd day, a spindly man called Nar was near upon felling his first tree. He had hacked it all the way around like some mad animal. When the tree fell, it did so in a direction he had not wished. Straight down upon Fradi. Nar called out, but it was too late. Fradi had only enough time to turn and face the doom bearing down upon him. With that, he raised his arms to embrace the timber hammer. The force of the trees falling drove Fradi deep into the snowbank, yet his arms never let go. He held that angry trunk as a lover. Like hounds, we scooped at the snow to reach him. We found Fradi 10 feet down, alive but in pain, still bearing the tree upon his shoulder.
have a song. You Salskulls got a story.
There was a woman called Nal, who came by ship to Fornburg and heralded, demanding to meet King Sigvaldi, Styrbjorn's father. Nal was from Gautland. She was tall and rugged and strong, and everyone who walked near her said she smelled of men's blood. When her message was sent to our king, Nal was made to wait a full day. Yet she did not complain.
Hush now. We failed! Where were you?
When her message was sent to our king, Nal was made to wait a full day. Yet she did not complain. She watched the waves and sang songs. Night came and went, and still Nal sat by the shore of the fjord singing her songs. She skipped rocks with children and smiled. As the afternoon of the second day approached, King Sigvaldi's messenger reappeared. They spoke quietly together. At last, the messenger stood back and waved to some men nearby. 3 men bearing 3 chests of silver approached quickly. They set the chests of silver in Nal's ship and stood back. Then Nal stepped forward, swinging a large, bloodied sack before her. Nal opened the sack and emptied it on the shore. 7 pairs of hands tumbled to the ground. Nal then mounted her ship and sailed away.
Sing us a song. Is there a sea skull among you?
Some years ago, I took to sea with a sword dancer called Egil. A brooding warrior with a face of stone and oak-hard arms. On a raid in Courland, we shored up along the edge of a forest and explored until we came to People Pots, a large farm. It was night, and all were asleep. So we set about plundering the place in the quiet of eve, taking sheep and goats as we pleased. It was then that Egil saw a farmhand and pressed the boy for the family's hidden silver. The farmhand squawked like a crow. Being hid beneath an anvil at the smith's forge, the silver was no trouble to lift. In secret, we took it and the boy back to the ship. It was then that Egil grew sad, for when the farmers woke with the crack of day, they would know they had been robbed, but not by whom. So Egil ordered 3 of us to follow him back to the sleep-hushed hamlet. As we burnt the houses, Egil shouted his name. I am Egil, son of Skatlagrim, and I am the man who deprives you of everything but your life. I never sailed with Egil again.
Strike up a tune. Let's hear a story.
A story from my youth. This one has
Sing
no
us a
lesson
song.
to be...
Is there a sea skull among you?
Some years ago, I took to sea with a sword dancer called
Let's have a
Egil.
song. You Salskulls got a story.
In the early days of the feud between Kjotve the crew and the Raven clan, there was a mad berserker called Kiar Robo. Kiar had pledged his battle fury to no king or jarl, and would give his oath only once each winter, for reasons nobody could fathom. One year, Kiar's sister Thora was married to Kjotve's brother Alrik, and soon Kiar was often seen in the company of that clan. But soon after, word came to Kiar that Alrik had abused his sister. When he asked Thora about this, she told him,
Lower
it
the
is
mast!
true. So Kiar invited Alrik on a hunting expedition. When they were away, Kiar slew Alrik and pulled off one of his arms. When he returned to camp, Kjotve asked where his brother was. Kiar shook his head and held out his hand, in which was an arm ring. Your brother bid me give you this ring, Kjotve. Confused, Kjotve took the ring, and with it came the entire bloody arm. Your brother pledged his oath to Hel herself. Kiar laughed. Then he turned and departed. He was never seen in those parts again.
Sing, my ravens. We need an epic tale.
Unar the Ugly was an excellent sailor who could pilot a longship entirely on his own. This is why King Sigvaldi kept him around. In all other matters, Unar was a cruel, anxious, and humorless man. He was one of the most unlikable people I have ever known. One year, I recall we had invited some Carls from the Yngling clan to dine with us. As we were serving ale, we came to find that we had none left. It so happened that the ale had run out just before reaching Unar's hall. This raised in him a word storm, and he accused Sigvaldi of treachery. Ship here. Every man...
So quiet here. Is everyone at the Longhouse?
Hey, my boy. Sigurd Jarl, back where you belong. I missed you, my brother.
Yeah, you missed me? Yeah. Once or twice, I hear.
What?
You took your time to find me. Was it for this? To enjoy your time on my throne?
I did only what you asked of me.
And you slew all those who questioned you.
That is not what happened. Ranvi will tell you.
Oh yeah, we'll see. My dear wife, brought to me as a gift by her clan to pacify my ambition. Yes, I'm sure she will be the one to tell me the truth.
What did that witch Fulke do to you?
You cannot even begin to imagine the things I've seen. What I've learned. Born of gods is who I am. A lord of war. A Roman Mars. I know who I am. I know my destiny. And you will not hinder me!
Brother.
Forgive me. I am faint. Tired of the day and all that has passed. I need air.
He's been this way since his return. Could you speak with him? Settle his mind?
I can try.
Stand with cheer, one and all. Today is a day of celebration. Our Jarl is with us. Tonight, let us drink and eat in honor of his return. And now, I will delight you with a poem in praise of the man.
Basim, will you not join us?
In time, I may celebrate. But tonight is a melancholy mood. I would rather sit here quietly, alone with my thoughts.
I understand.
Do not let Sigurd's present mood upset you. He spoke warmly of you as we sailed here. I believe he still trusts you more deeply than he can express.
We trust each other.
That is clear. Enjoy the feast, Eivor.
Where is Sigurd gone? Aid me. Be my eyes. Survey the area, Sunan. In the cemetery, his mood is dark. There you are, brother. What are you doing here? I was looking for you. Sigurd.
Stark died defending my honor?
So he claimed.
Then he was a fool. My honor needs no defense. It is stone solid, unblemished.
I offered him a way out, but...
Shh. Say nothing more of the past. It is gone. There is a rift as deep as death between then and now. I was tested, Eivor, in a crucible of blood and fire. And in my agony, I was reborn. You may think me less than I was, but this is not so. I am greater than before. My mind is a wellspring of prophecies, visions that tell me who I truly am. And for all that, I am grateful for my suffering.
Sigurd, I want to understand. But all this, all you say makes little sense.
Basim saw these things in me. Fulke, too. Despite her cruelty, she spoke the truth. I am more than the man I was. More than this hobbling stick that stands before you. You must look harder, Eivor. Deeper. See for yourself what they found in me. Do you see it? My greater self.
I don't know what that means.
Look. This is the face of a god.
I see only my brother and my truest friend. Return to where he is loved and cherished. Where he's meant to be.
You are kind. But your eyes are clouded by the past. A place I can no longer see. I fear our paths diverged long ago. Go. I wish to be alone. Return to my feast and drink for me. Celebrate the days to come in my name.
Seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Best tell her the good news. These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment.